Hi, Irwin here, talking about this developer's path and our assertion that looking beyond the code is what separates good developers from great ones. We have a few questions that have come up since we made the announcement about this course, and we wanted to treat them. First one being, is this inspired by This Developer's Life, which was a podcast from a few years ago. Very, very cool, focused on interviews with developers about aspects of their life that went beyond coding. It was very engaging. Itself may have been inspired by This American Life, another very popular podcast. But beyond that, it's also inspired me. It inspired me based on actual developers I worked with for a number of years. When I was at Telio Systems, our senior developers, they were developer managers at the time, were very much involved in pushing and advancing their understanding about development. They would not, they were reading API documents, they were investigating SDKs, they were taking the language definitions and the updates of the language definitions itself and understanding the implications for how they could have worked better or faster or smarter. It was back then not a common thing to do. But because I was in an environment where my seniors and my team leads were doing that, it encouraged me to have this appetite for continuous growth and development. And so part of what we're trying to offer in a very short course like this is the idea that through mentorship, through guidance, the way you treat with your career and the goals you set for yourself in your career can be significantly transformed and allow you to perhaps move forward faster or move into the kind of work that brings you more joy and fulfillment as you build your career. So a few people have asked, well, what are the prerequisites? What do you need to have? You should be able to build an application, meaning you should know how to write enough code where you can produce an executable or maybe a website that connects to a database. You should be able to go beyond hello world, which is a standard introductory step in writing code. You don't have to have a degree. You don't have to have many years in software engineering. In fact, we think a course like this will benefit someone who maybe is 1 or 2, maybe even 4 years in the field of writing code. You've started your career, you've been trying to get the jobs, and you're wondering, what do I need to do to level up? You don't need anything more than that. Will we be hearing about DevOps? One of my friends asked that across on the Caribbean Developers Forum, and the answer is yes. We'll be looking at DevOps and the technologies under that umbrella inside of our questions about team performance optimization, about what makes for effective, high-performing teams. Much more on that to be said later on. And finally, will there be a capstone project? Short answer, yes. We're going to be inviting you to share your experiences and using that to craft a project that allows us to apply the learnings we get throughout the course to impact your own goals, your own challenges around making high performance solutions or building software that can handle the rigors of today with greater and greater aplomb and excellence. So that's it for now. Looking forward to see you as we explore this developer's path.